Welcome to the Zackerlich Cast. This is not an official version of the show, but due to the death of Google Hangouts, I wanted to try live Hangouts to see if I could do this for live streaming through YouTube. I talk well, and I haven't even had a beer yet today. So the show is not dead. I know I haven't posted in 3 weeks, and I'm sure the 12 people who care are going, "What is going on?" Well, I'm getting back into the interview game. The hardest part for me is not choosing 5. The hardest part for me is just reaching out to people and then scheduling them. And lo and behold, I've been able to schedule at least one person. Got Andrew Torres of Opening Arguments, and you've probably heard him on Atheistically Speaking. And I'm not sure if he and Thomas have done the rounds like many new podcasts that are actually podcasts by existing podcasters. Anyway, he'll be on my show Thursday night, recording, I believe, at 9 o'clock. I'll try to send out the link to people. So we're back in business. I got a couple of maybes that I just need to schedule, and then we'll be back on a regular basis. I'm still going to be, unlike other shows that are very strict about their night of recording, it's whenever the guest can appear, or if I need a few days to actually research my subject, like I am with Andrew Torres. I've heard pretty much every episode of Opening Arguments with Thomas Smith. I need to get a little bit of history. I want to listen to some of these other interviews the guy's done, because of course, I'm going to ask the standard questions, but I like to throw in a couple that come out of left field. I'm sure Lionel Hutz comparison will be made, because that's what I always think of when there's a lawyer involved. So that's what's happening. I did get to actually meet up with Bobby and Ashley in person a couple weeks ago. Got to watch my Missouri Tigers lose to their Georgia Bulldogs, and a week later that loss looks even worse. I got Ashley a bottle of Moscato wine, which is like the sweet tea version of wine, and apparently it knocked her out. So that was good, and got to hang out with both of them. Got to get the 1.5 middle fingers from Bobby. Bobby does the bird very well. Got to get called ass in person. Hey, who doesn't? So now I believe I am officially the ass of the atheist movement, and I'll be interviewing the lawyer of the atheist movement. And maybe I'll learn to speak a little better, and I'll get the whole light action going for the real show. And I'll have my microphone, so it'll sound a little better. I just wanted to try this, test this out. Whoever's checking on me, here's where I am. You can always find me at Zackerlich on Twitter, Zackerlich Cast page on Facebook. I try to update it as often as I can. Occasional stream of consciousness kind of thoughts, and mostly here's the podcast I'm listening to, and either for personal interest, like a little Mythicist Milwaukee kick. Got a little bit of that going a couple days ago, because they do it like I do. They interview a vast array of people, and my other computer screen turned off. That's where most of my light was coming from. There it goes. Anyway, so thanks everybody for listening again, and reach out to me, zackerlich.cast@gmail.com, and we'll have a real live show back on Thursday night and Friday morning for you podcast people. So thanks again, and good night. Stay skeptical.